The W, the O, the R, the K. The W, the O, the R, the K. Look yourself in the face. Look yourself in the mirror. Ask yourself, are you giving 120% every day? Every play? Give me 120 or don't give me nothing at all. The guy you competing against, you haven't outworked him. You've not outworked the person next to you. You've not out-hustled them. You've not out-grind them. You've not outdone them. You're not locked in. Bring all your passion. Bring heart. Every single game, every single play. Put forth 120% or don't ask nobody to do nothing to you. The W, the O, the R, the K. The W, the O.
What's up? What's going on, everybody? TGIF. We are up. We're at it on this Friday, this lovely Friday. It's been a short week, so it's always good when it's a short week, man. But it is Friday. We are up. We're at it. We're ready to do our thing. We're ready to go ahead and look at these markets and see how we're going to step into Friday morning, and then hopefully have a good weekend as well. But you know, we're going to see. You know, we're going to see how we're going to play this market, how things are going to turn or not turn, and kind of how we're going to play this thing, right? Right now, it looks like, you know, the economy itself is struggling, right, around the world. Ken, good morning, brother. It looks like the economy itself is struggling around the world, and we're gonna figure out how we're gonna play this thing, right? What we're gonna do, how we're gonna play it, well, you know, all that good stuff that goes along with it. But you know, what opportunities are ahead of us? What opportunities are in front of us? And that's kind of how we got to look at these things, right? It's not all sunshine and roses when you're investing. It's not all glitz and glory. You got to go through the grind. You gotta go through the good times. You got to go through the bad times. You got to do all that, right? But really, there is no bad times, because my philosophy on this is either you're up and you're winning, or you're buying and you're getting ready to win, right? So to me, it's all an opportunity, right? And we got to take that opportunity for what it is. And you know, I appreciate every day that we're able to trade, and every day that we're able to do these things. But make no doubt, economies around the world are in trouble. Inflation has kicked their butts around the world. Wars have kicked the economy's butts around the world. Also, when you look at it, a lot of this political stuff has kicked the butts around the world as well. But mainly what's going on with inflation, mainly what's going on with the economies in general. A lot of this you can point back to, you know, the years that that the world lived in the COVID pandemic, and digging the cell, you're digging a hole, and then now trying to get out of that, right? So we're all, you know, economies around the world are still fighting with that, right? So, you know, some of it mismanaged, some of it needed, some of it mismanaged. You know, you call it how you want to, right? But that's kind of the situation that we're in right now. So, you know, we'll look at these markets. We'll figure out how we're gonna deal with them on this Friday. I can tell you they don't look great. They don't look like something that people would be like, oh my God, them things are booming, unless you've been in it for a while and you understand the cycles of investing. And then you would understand that these are opportunities to really load up for that run, right? If you've been in it for a while, then you understand it. You know, you understand it. What's up, Junior? What's up, Junior? What's up, Junior? Good morning, my brother. Then you understand where you're at, right? You kind of understand where you're at. You kind of understand where you're going. if you've been in these markets for a little while, right? These things don't scare you, right? Like I'm far from scared when it comes to this market. Both stock market and crypto, not scared. There's nothing that I look at in these markets and go, the world's falling in, the world's caving in. I don't look at it like that. So let's go ahead. Let's get right in. Let's get right after it, y'all. Got the Asian markets over here. They didn't close that well. They closed a little bit better than they did last time we were streaming, but they didn't close that well. You have the European markets over here. They're bleeding. They're bleeding out. Again, it's a lot of this we're pointing back to that whole, COVID pandemic when everybody was spending all this money. Well, the bills come due at some point, just like your heat bill comes due, just like your light bill comes due, all that stuff. The bills come due. And now these governments are realizing they're in trouble. Pre-markets over here in the United States, they're bleeding red too. Look for another down day in the markets over here in the United States. They're bleeding red as well. They don't look good. There's nothing on there that looks good. But opportunities all over the place, guys. Opportunities. You look at over here on the stock market, you look at Nvidia, you look at Microsoft, you look at any of the big tech stocks, Amazon, you name it, you insert it here, and you know what, you're going to be doing okay in the long run, right? You'll be doing okay in the long run. I was sharing the stream. Thanks, Junior. Al, good morning. We got Ken, we got Al, we got the Junior up in this joint. But yeah, so you got to look at these as opportunities, and there's opportunities right now in the stock market, and there's opportunities right now in crypto. There are opportunities all over the place. Yes, Junior, I always forget that. Smash that like button, share that thing out, y'all. And do all that good stuff. So, but yeah, so like I look at these, all opportunities, all great opportunities. There's phenomenal opportunities right now in the stock market. You look at the big seven, man. You look at Nvidia, you look at Microsoft, you look at Google, you look at Amazon, you look at all these stocks. They're not going anywhere, right? They're not going anywhere. Like, they're going to be here for a long time. And I miss Timsky. Me too, brother. I don't know where the hell Timsky is. Timsky disappeared when the Canadian government put that 60% capital gains tax on everything, man. I think he got hit with that capital gains tax, man. The only opportunity. Al, there is great opportunity in the new meme coins. But I think right now is the time that you want to be loading up on your altcoins too. Right now is the time that you want to be loading up on them top 100s. Because when you look at this, we're back to bear market prices, guys. Like, we're back there, right? So, when this market, if you got a good bag of these top 100s, when this market takes off, you're going to be sitting pretty. Yeah, the meme coins, they're going to get you. They're going to get you some good gains if you're in the right right ones, and you don't get people that are pumping the charts and then dumping the charts when you go to bed. So you figured Canada got them. Me too, the Junior, man. Canada got them, man. 60% capital gains tax. Timsky went straight DeFi off the grid, baby. But yeah, I mean, when you look at this thing, man, I mean, opportunities all over the place. But these markets do not look good today, guys. I ain't gonna bullshit you, lie to you. Run around the bridge, man. They're all red around the world. The Asian markets are red. We've seen that. European markets are terrible. Pre-markets over here look like they're terrible as well. So Mo, what's up, my brother? They look terrible as well. Markets just don't look good. But a lot of this goes back to that whole COVID spending, all that stuff, and these countries realizing that the bill came due, right? The bill came due, man, and and you have to pay the bill. And inflation is crazy, man. They can give you all the numbers they want. They can make it look as pretty as they want. They can do whatever they want, but the bottom line is people just don't have money to spend out here in this world that they're living in around the world, not only in the United States but around the world, right? They just don't have the money. Uh, uh, yeah, Ken, man, I agree, man. And here's the thing, BRL, BRL pumped yesterday. Did it? I missed that pump. Someone I missed that pump. But these markets are going to react to what's going on out here in the real world, and that's what they're doing. And inflation's crazy. Inflation's just a little bit crazy. And we'll get through it. We'll get through it. And the people that are actually making purchases now, whether they're small purchases or bigger purchases, and they're able to hang on to them, they'll win. They'll win in the long run. Uh, yeah, I got some rain heading my way too, brother. I got some rain heading my way too, man. Uh, it looks like the whole weekend. You know, so good morning, good morning, good morning. But yeah, but I think we're gonna be okay. I think we're gonna be okay. I think we're gonna be okay. Um, and but the markets are bleeding a little bit today, guys. It's TGIF though, man. We ain't gonna. It's Friday, baby. It's Friday. We up. We at it, man. Racky, yeah. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the stream, my brother. Welcome to the stream. So let's look at this. IBIT sitting at 31.86. Man, it's getting crushed, man. BlackRock has had tremendous outflows in this thing. Um, always giving 120, baby. Always, always, always. Scottish, my brother, what's up, man? What is up? What is up? What is going on, my brother? My brother Scottish is in the building. What is up? Let me get through this chat a little bit. But yeah, so you see tremendous outflows right here, and in BlackRock's ETF, this IBIT. And when you start to see outflows over here, you're in trouble. You know what I mean? Bitcoin's in trouble, and Bitcoin is in trouble today. It's not looking too well. But you look at it like right now, it closed last night at 31.85. It looks like it's going to open at 31.92, which means there is some inflows coming in here early this morning, but in the after hours trading. But look at how low that is, man. Look at how low all of that is. There is tremendous outflows coming out of this thing. Just look at that chart right there. When you look at that big downturn right there, I mean, that doesn't look good. I'm loving the red too, Scottish. I am. I look at this like we're going back to the bear market, right? Like when you look at crypto right now, and you look at this market cap, $1.98 trillion, right? That's way down. And you look at this Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index, continues to drop every day. It's down to 30 and sitting in fear. This is when I buy. This is when I buy the majority of my crypto. Is when the market's in fear. This is when I start to increase my buys. I start to increase my purchases on these top 100 tokens when the market's in fear. because when everybody else is running away, if you're my philosophy, and you guys do what you guys want with this, but with my thought process is when everyone's running away, if you know and you believe in the projects that you're investing in, and you know that they're not going anywhere, and you know that they're going to make a comeback, then this is when you want to jump into the market. This is when you want to start increasing your buys. I mean, you look at the market cap right here. You look at this market cap chart right here. This been on a straight downturn, right? We're looking at this on the all chart, but let's just look at it on the year, right? You look at this thing on the year as far as market cap goes, and you can tell this thing is steadily moving down, 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 down. The outflows in crypto have been absolutely crazy, right? And a lot of this is about people just not having the money to spend in in speculative investments. And that all boils down to the inflation and whether or not people can survive or not, right? But you look at this, that's a straight line down. Uh, you look at, we peaked out right here, um, August 15th. This is August 18th right here. You're sitting somewhere around the top of this little peak right here, and you coming over here and you're looking at July 25th, and you look at the all-time peak for this year, you're looking at that happening in February, right? March, I'm sorry, February, March. You're looking at that peak. It's been steadily down since March. There is a little bump up here, a little bump up there, but this market cap has been steadily on a decrease, since March. So it's not like the crypto market was booming over here. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at this, you got to put it into perspective, right? You got to put it all into perspective, you know, of what's actually going on around us. And that's why I always tell you guys, like, look at the bigger picture. Don't just be so narrowly focused on what you want to pump or what you think is going to happen. Look at the bigger picture. Take a step back. In this market cap is in red today. It's down 0.8%, which means there's more money coming out of this market, even at this given moment, than's coming in. And so you got to know that, when you're putting your money in, you got to know that, right? Bitcoin sitting at 56K, trying to hold on it just getting back up into 56K. When I woke up this morning, it was at 55, high 55s. And so it's just starting to creep back up into the 56K mark. Ethereum sitting at $2,368. And here's the thing, guys. When it comes to Ethereum, everything attached to Ethereum is going to suffer the consequences of Ethereum being down, right? So when you're trading on the Ethereum blockchain, or you're trading on any blockchain like Base or something like that that's wrapped in Ethereum, if you think that your project's going to pump when Ethereum's sitting here in this mess that it's in right now at $2,367, it's not going to happen, because one, you're fighting against the traders, right? And two, now you're fighting against the Ethereum prices continuing to decrease. So it's not going to happen. You're not going to get that big, huge pump off of Ethereum. And if you do, you'll get a dump, because you're fighting against two things coming at you all at once. And that's one, the Ethereum traders, right? And two, the actual Ethereum price that you're attached to. They're both going to get you. So you got to know that. The same with BNB. When you look at BNB, sitting at 504, anything attached to BNB is suffering the consequences of that. Same with Solana, sitting at 130. Solana actually trying to rally a little bit. This thing was in the 120s, but I'm telling you, I think it's going to drop today, back down to that $120 mark, which, I'm buying Solana here. I'm buying Solana because I know that the degens are over there, and they're gonna make this thing run when the market starts to return, right? When the market starts to return. But any project that's attached to Solana is suffering it. It's suffering. You have XRP sitting at 53 cents right now. I'm not going to call that up. I'm not going to call any of these projects up on the hour. I mean, when you start looking at 0.09 That's not up. That's even. 0.04. That's even. I mean, them are so microscopic gains that you can't really call that up. On any of these. But XRP's holding on to that 50-cent mark. We know that that's a key level. Dogecoin up to 9 cents. Dogecoin's actually doing okay in this market. Doing okay. Tron sitting at 14.9. Hanging on. I'm waiting for Tron to go back to 13 cents. I believe that Tron will retrace back into that 13-cent mark. It's not going to be able to hold on to this volume that it's getting through Sun Pump when the market's down this low. They're going to get some volume over there. Things are going to move, but ultimately, look at this chart. Look at this little chart. That thing's been struggle buggy for a little while, right? For a couple of days now. Eventually, it'll give out. It'll go down to 13 cents. Tone Coin, $4.81. I love Tone Coin. I think the Tone Coin's going to be major player here. Obviously, it's suffering some consequences of that whole Telegram fiasco that's going on over there. Actually, let's see here. I think we have something on Tone Coin. Yeah. Telegram is driving crypto adoption, right? Despite bad news. So when you look at Telegram, they're saying right now, Telegram is the spot where all cryptocurrencies are going to basically set their platforms up, things like that. So Telegram's a huge player in cryptocurrency. And when you talk about the Tone Coin ecosystem right now, they're really driving a lot of this, obviously, because, Telegram's ran off the Tone blockchain, and they're talking about, the meme coins here that are launched on Telegram. I mean, on Tone, that are actually seeing some success, right? Why are they seeing some success? Well, because Telegram's driving a lot of this, right? So Telegram is still the place to go when it comes to setting up your platforms and things like that. Chris, good morning, brother. Good morning. Yeah, Tone is overbought a little bit, but when you look at Tone as an adoption right now, right? Like as an adoption to the blockchain right now, when it comes to Telegram and some of the memes, Tone's going to play a factor in what happens over here, what happens on this blockchain movement. Now you look at Tone and you look at where it was at, it's going to suffer the consequences of this whole Telegram fiasco. And the Telegram is a fiasco. It definitely is a fiasco, and it's hurting Tone. It's hurting Tone's blockchain. But I think Tone will make a good run. Tone will make a good run in the bull run, just because there's a lot going on over there, right? When it comes to cryptocurrency, there's a lot going on over there. They're driving it. They're getting the traffic. Seiko, what's up, brother? They're getting the traffic over there. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I'm waiting. I think Tone's got more downside to it. I think Tone's going to drop even further than what it is right now. And when it does, when I think it's at the bottom, we'll go ahead and scoop some more up. But I think it's coming down. I think it's coming down even further. Along with the rest of the market, I think it's going to come down this weekend. I don't think that, so I just, I'll put it right out there before the stream even ends. I don't think that we're going to have a great weekend in crypto. You looking at Avalanche sitting at 2147 right now. I love Avalanche, but Avalanche again suffering the consequences of the market like everybody else. Sitting at 21. It's on its way down. It's steadily on its way down. And again, you guys know I love Avalanche, but when you come over here and you look at this chart, what you start to see is it setting higher lows and lower lows and higher high and higher lows, right? So there's really nothing special when you look at it from the last month when it comes to Avalanche. There's really nothing special. going on with Avalanche over here. Like it really is setting higher lows and lower lows all the way down. When you pull that chart back and you really look at it, there's really nothing that's that Avalanche is doing that's special. Like I told you guys that we were buying Avalanche just a couple weeks ago at $19, right? Where I was DCAing down my bags into at $19. I think we're gonna get that opportunity again. What's up, Big Watch Dude? TGIF, my brother. TGIF, man. I think we're gonna get this opportunity again to come on in and get some Avalanche at $19. You make 50K in a week. In a week, you can sleep. You can sleep little tonight. Yo, I sleep well, brother. This market does not scare me. I am not scared of this market. Actually, I love this market right now. Like I'm loving what's going on in crypto right now. Like like I said, it's giving me the chance to. It's given everybody, if you look at it from a positive perspective, everybody should be happy. Like it's giving you a chance. It's giving you another chance, right? For things you may have missed in the bear market, things you may want to DCA into. It's giving you a chance. Chainlink's absolutely getting its ass whooped right now, sitting at $9.91. As soon as Chainlink drops below $10, it is getting its butt kicked, and it definitely is. You look at Polkadot. You guys know I like Polkadot. You guys like you guys know I like where Polkadot's going. Look at it sitting at $4.02. Polkadot will be at $3, I believe, this weekend. In that $3 range. It's only got 2 pennies left. We talked about this on Wednesday. I thought it was coming down that low. It looks like it's on its way there. And I'm just sitting here waiting for it. I'm just sitting here waiting for it. I think it's going to be down there. Definitely. Caspa sitting at 14 cents right now. You know, I'm going to probably end up with some more Caspa before Monday morning, but I think it's coming down to 13.5. I think it's coming down to 13.5, and that's kind of where I'll be looking to get in. Internet computer, this thing just continues to slide backwards, man. When we bring up internet computer, I think internet computer, just name recognition alone, because people were in this before and really pumped it up and made it move in the last bear market. I mean, the last bull market. They're going to come back to crypto and they're going to get back into it. So I think it's going to pump. But look at this yearly chart for internet computer, right? When we're coming back up here to, you know, remember we said May was the peak, right? Of the year, right? We're back up here in May, right? We're going to come back to internet computer here in May. And you look at the price was $19 right there. It's kind of, you know, obviously this thing was up in the hundreds the last bull run, but you just look at it right here at the year, you're looking at $19, right? So this thing's down to what, 713. This thing has been on a steady drop since then. Steady drop. You know, there's nothing positive to say about that. So no, we kind of got into it a little bit, but you know, BTC, everything that people can, you know, overanalyze BTC on why it's dropping, but really it all boils down to this. It literally all boils down to this. How many outflows are coming out of these ETFs? And the outflows that are coming out of these ETFs are absolutely crazy. And then you got the Mt. Gox situation where people are just dumping. They're just dumping. But this right here, it all boils down to these outflows. And you look at the biggest one. We're looking at IBIT right now, right? And IBIT is the biggest one, right? So if IBIT's selling off, the rest of them are not going to be able to hold up. They're just not going to be able to hold up. And IBIT's selling off. I mean, it's even selling off as we're streaming. You know, this thing was a 31.90 when we started after hours trading. It's dropping back to 31.86. You know, yes, I was a little bit. I was thinking about when I said it, but you know, this thing right here, like this is what drives your Bitcoin price. When these ETFs were implemented and BlackRock, Fidelity, and everybody else started to buy up all the Bitcoin, at that point they're going to drive the price. They're going to drive all the rest of the news and everything else is completely irrelevant, right, to how much they own. And you know, this is why Bitcoin is where it is. You know, I mean, you just look at it. You know, even over, you know, what, a 6-month period. You look at this IBIT, and you go back to, you know, right up in here when the market was pumping. Well, we looked at April, I mean, March. You look at, this is March. Look at how many inflows were coming in there. It's crazy, right? So these drive your. You want to know what Bitcoin's price looks like today? Just go look at these ETFs, and it'll tell you exactly what Bitcoin's price is going to look like over here on this chart. If that's in a plus, Bitcoin's going to be in a plus. If that's in a negative, Bitcoin's going to be in a negative. You see that it's starting to come down even as we're streaming. And what happened? Bitcoin came down to 55.9. It came out of 5,600. It came down to 55.9. It's literally that simple. Don't overcomplicate what you're looking at, right? Don't try to put too much on it. You know, that's what happens with a lot of people, is they look at these charts and they try to overcomplicate them. They are what they are, right? Big news are not usually does not drive the chart up. Bad news, you know, I mean, obviously would drive the chart down, but you know, you look at it, news is only going to drive these charts so far. So Ponzo 51K already. Okay. But you look at, you know, I mean, so we can go up and down this thing, and it really doesn't make a difference what project we look at. They're all getting smoked. They're all getting smoked right now. But this is when you buy. This is where it is. Look at, you know, this is where it is. Look at Jasmy 1.7, you know, penny 7. Probably, we talked about this on Wednesday, probably coming down to a penny and a half. Probably coming down to a penny and a half, right? Is that a bad thing? It's not great, but should that scare you? No, it really shouldn't. You should look at that as an opportunity. Is Jasmy going anywhere? That's like really the question you have to ask yourself. Is Jasmy going anywhere? If the answer to that question is no, then you look at this without fear. Like this doesn't scare you. It shouldn't scare you at all. But you know, I mean, it's probably coming down to 1.5 cents. It really is. And just to, you know, be completely honest with everybody, that's probably where it's coming. Just like Quant, you look at Quant sitting at $60 right now. You know, you pull this thing back, and you know, I'm not going to keep bringing a chart up because it's the same song, same dance. Hit that like button, y'all. I always forget that. Thank you, Junior, my brother. You look at Quant, you pull this chart back. This thing was $120, you know, in, you know, February, March, April, up in there. So it's about half the price that it was right up in that area. Again, what's your conviction in Quant? What's your conviction? Do you think that when the ISOs come out, that Quant's going to play a big, huge role in that? If you believe that, then you look at Quant and go, I'm not worried about quant. I'm going to double down on my position, right? That's how you play that. That's legitimately how you play that. You know, Selmo, seasoned investor, tell you the same thing. That's how you play it. That's what you do. Um, you know, so let's go ahead and look at some of these top meme coins. Let's see where they're at. I cannot stand CoinMarketCap's new setup when it comes to market cap for meme coin. This new setup, it's absolute. This is stupid. Uh, it's stupid. So you got a market cap right now of about 36.2 billion, way down from where it was, way down. Volume sitting at 3 billion. You know, when you look at these top meme coins, you're only looking at $3 billion of total volume coming through these top meme coins. I use TradingView. I use TradingView for my charting. For my charting, Junior, I use that TradingView. But for streams, I like to use this because I can just pull things up real quick. But when you look at this, like, there's $3 billion sounds like a lot of money, but that's crap when you really look at the total overall market cap crypto. There's only $3 billion is nothing. That's nothing. So these meme coins are actually taking a dive. They're actually taking a big, huge volume hit. Yeah, they do have good news on here. But when you look at the volume of these top meme coins, they're getting smoked. You look at Pepe's volume. This is terrible volume for Pepe. Some of the worst volume you've probably seen all year. If we pulled up the volume chart on Pepe, it's probably getting killed. And the same all the way down through here, right? And Brett, you look at Brett, man, and we'll look at Brett's chart here in a minute, but the volume over there on Brett is terrible. It's terrible. So I say that to say this to you. If you think if these guys aren't getting volume, what the hell? Where do you think when we pull up the decentralized charts, where do you think that the price and the volume is going to be on them? So you have a volume issue over here in the top meme coins, right? You have a volume issue over here in the top 100. The top 100 cryptos, right? You got a volume problem, which is driving the market cap problem, right? Because nobody's buying, so the volume's not that great, which is driving the market cap down in your top 100 cryptos. And then your top 100 meme coins. What do you think is going to happen when we get to the decentralized piece of this process? It's going to get there's not much going on over there, guys. I can tell you that right now. So blood red, baby. But this to me equals money. This to me equals money right here. This is where I'm buying. And I will be buying all weekend because I think that the market's actually going to go down. It's actually going to take a shit dive. I think Saturday's going to be the worst of the worst, Yeah, CoinMarketCap charts suck. They do. They really do. And every time they upgrade, their upgrades make it harder and harder to enjoy that site. So, but yeah, CoinMarketCap's no good right now. But this to me equals money. You look at Bonk down 5.7%. It's there, man. It's good. I mean, I'm buying there. I'm buying there. So I'll be buying all weekend. I have a feeling because I think that this market is, look, I'm not here for doom and gloom. We're here for the reality of the situation. And the reality of the situation is this market sucks, you know, right now. But I love it because this is where we buy. This is where we make our dough, baby. MasterCard launches crypto debit card in Europe. Ken, tell me if you're on this or not, baby. Spend from self-custody, guys. So look at what MasterCard is doing. And MasterCard has always been one of these companies that embraces crypto a lot more than Visa embraces crypto. MasterCard has always kind of been leading the way when it comes to credit cards, things like that, right? So what they're doing over here in Europe is they're actually launching a debit card where you can spend from your DeFi wallet. You know, you can top it off. You can top it off from your DeFi wallet. You can do all that, right? How great is that? Like this is how banks will be eliminated. This is how banks will go bye-bye. This is how you're not going to need big banks for your day-to-day transactions, your day-to-day living. Now, the DeFi sector still has an issue. They have an onboarding and offboarding issue, right? They have an onboarding and offboarding issue, right? You still have to go through the banks to onboard and offboard, right? So until DeFi can fix that, until DeFi has a way to make that happen for people, then we're always going to need the banks, right? But for your day-to-day operations and your day-to-day spending and the money that you make in DeFi and being able to move that and being able to utilize that in a way that enhances your everyday, MasterCard, this is big. This is big for Europe. Think about all the DeFi, people over there trading. And now you have one of the biggest players in the game saying, you know what? We're going to allow you to spend off of that custodial wallet. Yo, I don't know, but I love this, man. I love this right here, man. Like I think this is where DeFi is headed, right? This is where the DeFi sector is headed. This is where crypto itself is headed. They have so much work to do, right? They have a lot of work to do. They have a lot of innovation that they need to get through. A lot of political stuff they need to get through too. But this is why we love blockchain. This is why we're in it. For things like this. And MasterCard, like I said, MasterCard has always been a big proponent of crypto, and I like that. And to me, like this is huge news. Like people talk about news and all this, this person made this partnership, this person made that partnership. That's all bullshit. And when you hit stuff like this is where DeFi starts to take off. UK regulation says 87% of crypto. This is the MiCA regulations kind of that we're talking about right now. That's how it fits. And this was interesting, right? 87% of crypto registration applications failed to meet standards for approval. So this is about getting your money license and all that stuff for all that in the UK. So who did make it, right? That's probably the question. Who are the 4 that made it? Well, let's have a look. It's somewhere in here. Binance made it. Binance payment partner made it. BNXA, and that's from PayPal. They made it through. So, and I don't know who this is. KMAINU. It's a crypto custodial person. They made it. So you look at, but let's concentrate on the big players, right? Binance and PayPal. They made it through. They made it through this strict regulation. right? They made it through this strict regulation of moving money, right? Through the UK. Well, we talked about PayPal a while ago and why it was so important for them to have their stable coin, right? Well, does that play a factor here? Well, you're damn right it does. You're damn right it's going to play a factor in how they move money around the world, right? And you're damn right it's going to have a factor in how in how this thing is pulled off, right? So 87% of the people that applied didn't make it. So what do? You concentrate on the people who did make it, right? Who cares who didn't make it, right? Who cares? Who gives a damn? You didn't make it. So you're irrelevant to the conversation at this point. So, but Binance, for as much FUD as Binance gets, they made it. Their payment solutions made it. And PayPal. I'm telling you, I told you guys a long time ago, watch out for PayPal. Watch out for PayPal. They're doing things that are different. They're rolling things out that are different. And remember, we talked about that onboard and offboarding solution that DeFi has a problem with. Well, PayPal has an onboard offboard solution. They just happen to not be DeFi, but they do have a stable coin, and it's going to play a role in this. It's going to. They didn't launch that thing just because it looks pretty. They didn't launch it because it looks pretty. They so pay attention. Pay attention to what's going on. Again, pay attention to what's going on around you, and not all of just this little news. Oh, this person made a partnership. This person, that pump's temporary. It's temporary. Bigger picture here. Bigger picture. Get into some of this DeFi stuff before I got to go hit payroll. So we kind of already know what we're going to see over here, right? Because when we start to narrow this down and we start to really look at stuff, you looked at the top 100, they're in the shitter. You looked at the top meme coins, they're in the shitter. Where do you think DeFi is going to be? It's not going to be well, right? It's not going to be well. But look at Sundog on top of our watch list right now. Sundog's actually doing well over there on a TRX blockchain. It's holding on. 219 million right now. Sundog's holding up well over there on that blockchain. Remember, I told you guys, Sundog, first dog token to really make a difference on the TRX chain, biggest one over there. First movers always win, right? First movers always win. Look at SHIB, look at Doge, look at Bonk. First movers always win. They always win. Sundog, I believe, has got a lot of upside to it, big time upside to it. Jasmine coming up a little bit today, sitting at 0.8. It was at 0.7 when we were talking about it earlier. It's coming up just a tad bit up to 0.8, but definitely not doing that well, right? It's way down from the 2 cents, 2.3 level it was at, but looks like it's coming up. Neroni sitting at 15 cents, holding on, doing its best to hold on. But again, not a lot of volume, right? So because the volume's way down, if ETH drops, that price is going to drop too. Miggles, we love Miggles. Miggles is going to be a massive project over there on the base chain, sitting at a penny 6 right now, sitting at a $16.2 million market cap, right? Look at the 24-hour volume, 71K. That's shit volume. For a project that size, that's shit volume. Let's just be honest. We're going to keep it 100, right? That's crap volume, right? This should be triple digit thousands, right? Triple digit thousands, right? It's the market, the consequences of the market. That's crap volume. Come over here to Turbo, over there on the ETH chain, on Wrapped ETH, right? You look at Turbo. 2036, right? 2036, sitting at a market cap of 2.5 million, right? Look at the volume. 65K, right? 65K in volume. There's nothing moving through that. I'm sorry. 56K. My bad. 55 now. Yeah, 55. There's nothing moving through that chain. Nothing. Get into even some of the lower market cap cryptos, right? Look at Mobi. We've been looking at Mobi since a million. It's sitting at 1.11 million. 24-hour volume, 31K. 31K. When you look at Mobi, right? It's got 31K value. You look at a 1.1 million dollar market cap. It's got a 31.35 million 31.35K volume. And then you go back and look at Turbo, sitting at what, 56, somewhere up in there, like, and it's got 10x the market cap, and Mobi's doing half of the volume. That's not bad. That's not bad. Actually, that's not bad at all. You got Pepe over here, 507072. I didn't think that we'd be talking Pepe 506s, but I think we're going to be talking Pepe 506s because of the volume. 557K. Pepe should be doing at least 2 to 3 million a day. At least 2 to 3 million on a 24-hour in a down market. So I think we're going to be talking at 6s here soon. It's okay. I'm buying there. So you guys know I'm a big Pepe fan, huge Pepe fan. So I'm buying there. Volume comes back, these things are going to pump. Volume comes back, these things, it's just that simple. Try to give this thing to you guys as simple as we can possibly give it to you. Look at Brett sitting at 6.8, right? 6 cents, $678 million market cap, 127K in volume, 127K in volume. Almost a $500 million project. It's only pushing 127,000 through its volume. How is that possible? How is that even possible? It's possible because you're sitting at a $1.98 trillion market cap. It all comes together. You see how it all comes together? You just have to open up the top tokens, right? To figure out where everything else is going to be. You look at Tim's, another big one, another one that I think is going to be decent, 343K, pushing a 24-hour volume of 89. But here's a good volume, right? Yes, the price is suffering. Yes, the price is down, right? It's hanging on. You see it trading sideways. But look at the difference in volume. 89.4K on a 343K market cap. Look at the 24-hour volume compared to some of the other ones, which lets you know if it was all sells, this thing would probably be down to 50K, which lets you know people are parking money over here. They're parking money in Tim's, and they're propping a chart up. They're parking money over there because that volume is decent. That volume is decent. So, looking at the, Daddy Coin, its launch price, I think, getting close. Let's pull this thing back. Getting close, man. We're not that far from launch. Where was launch? 7? Is that 7? 7 cents. So we're a little ways away from launch. We're a little ways away. I thought it launched a little higher, but 20 cents. 26 cents. 26 cents. That's rough, man. That's rough. That's rough, brother. daughter's texting me. So yeah, not bad. Not bad. I mean, it is what it is. So let's go over here. Let's see what this market is doing right now. Let's look at this. Let's look at the bubbles. Let's see where we're at before we wrap this thing up. You guys get to listen to me rant for a minute. 19 at launch. Yeah, I think so. I mean, that initial candle is probably, right around there, somewhere in there. Got a little green filling in, but when we talk green, what are we really talking about? Where's Bitcoin? 56, back up into 56. We're gonna play around 55, 56 here for all day long. Is that what we're gonna do, Bitcoin? Is that what we're gonna do? We're gonna really play around these levels. It's down though. Ethereum $2,377. So not a lot's changed, right? Not a lot has really moved since the stream. And I wouldn't expect a lot of movement this weekend. I would expect more down than up this weekend. Barring some news that we, don't foresee coming. I would expect the down market. See, we're 2 cents away from where we closed on IBIT yesterday. When we first started streaming, we were 10 cents away. So you see the outflows are coming. This morning, as this goes on and on and on, the outflows are coming more and more and more. So I would expect this market to turn negative this weekend. Don't be surprised and don't freak out if you see a Bitcoin by Sunday sitting at 54K. Don't be surprised. Don't freak out. It's part of the process, right? Have to pull back, have to retrace in order to move up. Have to, it's part of the game. I watch too many people freak out when these things happen. You can't. It's all part of the process. It's all part of the game. It's all meant to build liquidity and build the run up, right? You look at where we're at here, we're going to pull back 30% after the halving. We're going to pull back to that 30 or 40%. And during the last bull run, there was 5 or 6 pullbacks of over 20% in Bitcoin. So you got to expect the same now, except for I'm actually expecting more because of the state of the economies that we're in, right? Around the world. So I'm actually expecting more pullbacks during this bull run. I'm expecting us to run up. I'm expecting us to pull back significantly. Then I'm expecting that next big run up. And then I'm expecting us to pull back. And we're going to put that on rinse and repeat probably for the whole 2025, right? We're going to put that thing on rinse and repeat, right? Because the economies around the world are not getting better. They're just not getting better. They're getting worse. So, we're just going to be on rinse and repeat. That's it. So, it is what it is, guys. We are where we are. Take advantage of the opportunities. So what I'm probably buying this weekend, I've narrowed my portfolio down to the big ones. What I'm probably buying this weekend, I'm really probably going to concentrate on TRX. I'm really going to probably concentrate on what do you got, Ken? I'm still waiting for now. Anything can happen. Anything can happen, right? Anything can happen. Hey, we're in crypto, man. We've seen worse, Ken. We've seen bigger swings up. We've seen bigger swings down. This is crypto, man. It's a volatile market. You better have a set of freaking nuts if you wanna play in this game. You know what I mean? If you want to play in the crypto game, you better have some balls of steel. I'll tell you that, because you're going to have to hold through some hard times, and you're going to enjoy some good times, but you're going to definitely have to hold through some hard times. And that's just the life of a crypto trader. That's why you take your profits, right? That's why when you're up, you take your profits. You don't sit on them, because at a moment's notice, this thing could swing the other way. And, you're never be guilty or feel bad about taking some money out of a project ever, because when it goes south, it's going to go south, and don't get left holding the bag, and it doesn't even have to be the project that goes south. It could just be the market. It could just be the market. That's it. And that's what we're in right now. It's just the market. These projects, nothing has fundamentally changed with these projects. Nothing. I expect, I expect rate cuts to have an initial positive reaction on the new on the markets initially. Understand that the rate cuts, a 25 basis point rate cut, is already priced into these markets. So, so that initial push up that you're going to get from the rate cuts are probably more than likely all going to come from retail investors. So the push up will be temporary. I think you're going to get a big institutional push up if at the press conference they lay out a series of rate cuts that they're going to do, basically saying that they're going to look at the data and they're going to try to put a series of rate cuts back to back in. It's been alluded to. Everybody thinks that's what's coming. Everybody's speculating that's what's coming, but until it's actually said, I think we're going to trade. The 25 basis points already basically priced into the market. Will we get a 50 basis point rate cut here in the United States? I think at some point we have to. At some point we have to, either late this year or early next year. Because I think we're behind, right? I believe that the rate cuts are, other countries are ahead of us, ahead of the United States when it comes to rate cuts. So I think they have to throw a 50 in there. It's just a matter of when, right? When is the right time to throw a 50 basis point rate cut in there? Is it at the end of the year? Is it at the beginning of 2025? Like where does that fit? Maybe it's September. Maybe they just start out with 50. I doubt it. I don't think that that's going to happen. But it very well may. And I think when you get that 50, it's going to shock the markets, because nobody knows when it's coming. So it's hard to price it in. So I think that's what'll shock the markets, Big Watch. I think that's kind of what everybody's waiting for, is the Feds to get more aggressive, which I think they have to. They have to get more aggressive. And we'll see. They haven't been aggressive. They haven't been aggressive enough. All right, Junior, man, have a good one, man. Catch you. They haven't been aggressive enough, and they need to get aggressive. Like, even with the rate increases, they weren't aggressive enough. They should have just went ahead and raised the rates at a higher rate, more frequency, and got to where they needed to go, and then let the markets dictate what they wanted to do. Instead of babying these markets, they should have just went ahead and cut the Band-Aid off, and just, they should have raised them at a higher rate in which they did, so they could get to where they needed to go. Now coming down is the same issue. Are they going to baby these markets all the way down? Are they going to baby these markets all the way down and just allow the markets to speculate on what's going on? Or are they going to go ahead and rip the Band-Aid off and get the interest rates down where they need them to go? But if they baby the markets, we're just going to trade sideways forever. We're just going to trade sideways forever. I know, Ken. I am too, man. I was like, all right, Junior. I'm so used to him saying, "I gotta clock in. I'm out, y'all. Peace." But no, Big Watch. So I think we'll get a pump. It's about the press. It's always about the press conference, Big Watch. It's never about the rate cut. It's always about what they say afterwards. It's about how they move forward, because everybody knows we're getting 25 basis points, you know, at least. So market's already priced that in. But yo, you guys keep 10 toes down this weekend. Like I said, narrow them portfolios down. Just pick, 3-4 cryptos you want to invest in during this downturn, and invest the shit out of, invest in them like crazy. And just keep moving. Thank you for another great stream. Thanks, Ken. Thank you for showing up, man. Listen, I appreciate every single one of you guys all the time, every time. I appreciate every single one of you guys. You guys have always been here, and I appreciate it. You guys don't even know how much I appreciate it. Even the people that don't comment, the people that are on X, or the people that are watching on X or watching on YouTube, they don't comment. I appreciate you guys so much. It's unbelievable. The love that I've received since I've started streaming, I absolutely never take that for granted. So Selmo says, Crow, baby. Is that the one? Is that the one you're buying on this downturn, Selmo? Crow? I'm with you. I think Crow's gonna go. I think Crow's gonna go. Crow's got to move, though. I mean, ultimately, it's up to Crow. They have to do a better job, right? That blockchain's got to get better. They got to start launching stuff over there. Crow's got to do better. But I think Crow definitely is one of the ones that has a very, very, very positive upside. I think Crow's going to make a lot of people a lot of money. I don't think that Crypto.com is done yet. I think they're actually kind of smart. They're playing the Crypto.com is really playing the background right now. They're just laying back, right? They're just doing their work and laying back. When it comes to advertisement and stuff like that, we all know Crypto.com's biggest asset is advertisement. They will out advertise any other blockchain, any other crypto project out there, any other exchange. They will they will spend the money. But the gem for Crow really is the Cronos blockchain, and that is what they need to get moving. Yeah, I mean, it's going to pump, Junior. Crow's going to pump. But they need to get the Cronos blockchain moving. Like, really, they do. And they really need to either be out front of a couple projects or be in the background of a couple projects, however they play it. But they need to go ahead and spend their money, and they need to pump some of these projects off the Cronos blockchain up to multi-million-dollar market caps, if not billion-dollar market caps. They need to pump them to get some positive momentum going on over there. And if Crow can get the Cronos blockchain moving, listen, that project has no limits. If what's holding the price of Crow back is literally Cronos. If they can get it moving, you're looking at BNB on steroids. Because BNB doesn't advertise like Crow. And if they can get it's all in the blockchain. What's going on, brother? Good morning, my brother. So yeah, it's all in the blockchain. But yeah, I'm probably gonna buy Casper this weekend if it drops down to that 13-cent mark. TRX, I'm looking at 13 cents. When it gets there, I'll probably Franco's up in the beans and bologna. If you guys aren't investing in beans and bologna with my man Franco, go over there and buy some. One of the hardest working devs in the business, man. I gotta tell you, one of the hardest working devs in the business. Watch the project. I'm gonna let you guys go in a minute, but I gotta tell you why I respect Franco so much. Launch the project. Watch it drop. Watch it get freaking rated. Watch the project get rated. Watch it drop. Watch people dump all over him, man. All over his project. Most devs would have ran away. Would have absolutely ran away. Frankel put his head down in the lab, got to work on Beans and Bologna, and absolutely made that project move. Absolutely made it move. And not only that, attached it to his real world business with EA, with I believe it's EA Sports, right, Franco? Correct me if I'm wrong. But absolutely attached it to his real world business and made that project move. Literally brought it out of the gutter. Brought it out of the gutter to where it is now. And okay, so listen, if you guys aren't invested in Beans and Bologna, you're investing in the project. You're investing in the devs, man. And listen, he brought the project out of most devs would have folded their tent. I mean, that thing dumped, man. That thing took a crap. And he literally brought that thing out of the gutter. You got 23.5K donations. I'd seen that you guys just donated to like Salvation Army or something like that. Yes. So, invest in the devs, invest in Franco. Franco, man, I'm so happy you stopped through here today, Franco. We're getting ready to get off, man, but I'm so happy you stopped through here today. Man, because I've been wanting to talk about Beans and Bologna for a minute, and it always slips my mind when we get off of here, man. But I'm so happy that you stopped through here, man, because I'm telling you, man, you invest in these people, man. You invest in these people, and he put his head down and he went to work, man. I've seen a lot of devs fold their tent. He went to work. Respect, all respect due. Yeah. So, all right, Franco. Thanks for stopping by, brother. But we're out of here for today, guys. I gotta go get some payroll done, man. But go check out Beans and Bologna, man. And it's over there. It's over there on the Solana blockchain. Should have launched it on Base, Franco. Should have launched it on Base, Franco. That's my only thing, brother. You should have launched it on Base, baby. But no, go over there, man. Go over there and get some of that off of Solana, and support that, man, because he worked, man. He worked and put his head down and grinded, man. So it's gonna happen, man. It's gonna happen for him, and this thing is gonna move. So yeah, and love the cause, the homeless cause. Love the cause, man. Love the give backs. Love the helping people that are less fortunate. Paul Chain. You say Paul Chain, baby? Did you say Paul Chain, baby? Hold on, Franco. You going to Paul Chain? Yo, that's exciting. Because with Paul Chain, you can buy on all the chains. You can buy on all the chains, like out of one liquidity pool. So that's crazy, man. That Franco, we got to talk. Franco, we got to talk about that, man. We got to talk about that. Because if you're launching on Paul Chain, that means that you're going to be spread out amongst all the chains, Ethereum, everywhere. And you're going to be able to buy out of one liquidity pool. So I want you guys to think about this for a minute. So let's say you got $1 million in a liquidity pool, right? And then that $1 million is spread out amongst all of these chains. But every time somebody buys and sells, they're pulling out of that one liquidity pool, right? So if ETH is pumping, and you own it over here on BNB, your B&B bags are going to pump because they're pulling out of the same liquidity pool. So, so that's the beauty, man. That's the beauty of that chain. So that's the beauty of that chain. Yeah, all the same liquidity pool. So if you're on Solana, you can literally buy on Solana. You can buy on Base. You can buy on all of these different chains and pull out of that same liquidity pool, man. Franco, we got to talk, man. You know what? That's crazy, man. You know I love the Paul chain and because of that liquidity pool and what they built over there. But more importantly, man, go invest in Franco, man. Dude is out here doing his business and taking care of business. But yeah, I love Paul chain, man. Excuse me. I own Paul chain, so I own a lot of tokens over there. I just believe in the project. So with that, guys, we're up out of here. We'll see you guys on Monday morning. Watch the market this weekend. We are going to probably be in for a little bit of a down market this weekend, but take the good with the bad, right? Go load up your bags, man. Go load up your bags. Narrow the bags down to the projects you want to buy, you really want to DCA into, and you really want to own, and go buy them. Set some price levels, and then just go buy them. And that's how you're going to make your money. So we're up out of here this morning, man. Appreciate you guys, and get back at you guys on Monday. Smash that like button on your way out. Smash that share button on your way out. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button on your way out. We really appreciate it. The channel really appreciates it. And I really appreciate every single one of you guys every time you guys stop in here in the morning. So we are up out of here. Bye.